What's up, guys? I kind of messed the time up, but I am live to give to go over what I think is happening. Um, Let me see hold up. Where's my notes? Give me 1 second here. Let me see. How you doing? Hey, good. Let me see. Do 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 do. All right. What's up, y'all? Man, how y'all doing? Everybody doing all right? I messed up the time when I scheduled this. I kept playing with the time and messed it up. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Yes, indeed, man. It's a lot, man. The defense, they kind of like objection, objection. This is ridiculous. All right, look. Here's the situation. We got to go back to Kid Cudi again, because that's when all this stuff seemed to broke, like really got crazy. It's with Kid Cudi. Um, okay, so the Kid Cudi situation at his house, like that whole incident was never closed. It's like on pause. The investigation is on pause. It was never closed. But man, it's all the way up, man. And Mia didn't even testify yet. Mia didn't even testify yet. Deontay Nash is on the stand now, the stylist. But um, hey, man, it's all the way up, man. Going back to Kid Cudi for a second. Remember yesterday they testified that the SUV was like chasing Kid Cudi. The cop The cop saw the SUV and he took the license plate down and it came back to Bad Boy. Lord have mercy. Y'all better get in here and give me a like. Y'all give me a like, man. Give me a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. I told you I'm on the struggle hustle. Give a struggle streamer a like, please. Um, okay. That cop that got on the stand, the SUV plates was recorded and it came back to Bad Boy Entertainment. Bad Boy. Okay? It came back. Thank you, Coco. It came back to Bad Boy. So that places a Bad Boy SUV at the scene of Kid Cudi's house. They placed him there. It didn't place Diddy there because, like I said, ain't no recordings. But it placed a Bad Boy vehicle. It placed a Bad Boy vehicle at the scene of that night when he allegedly found out that Kid Cudi was messing with. Well, he found out that Kid Cudi was messing with Cassie. Remember Capricorn said they went to the house and she said they saw a police officer. Well, the police did see the SUV and took down the plates and came back to Bad Boy. Hello. Hello. Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? It came back to Bad Boy. That's crazy right there. That was like, whoa. That was a whoa moment. You hear me? I know y'all was like, whoa, if y'all was reading it. Y'all was like, whoa. I know y'all did. Like, whoa. Okay? It's a hot mess. This case a hot mess. Did y'all hear what I said? The cop took down the license plate and it came back to Bad Boy. And why did they get into that Molotov cocktail again? They got into that again. Okay? And the prosecutor went into questioning that the prints was destroyed by somebody in the LAPD, man. And that's when the attorneys went crazy. They said, you implying that somebody in this courtroom had them prints destroyed. But that was off the record. They scratched that. Okay? They scratched it. You know what I'm saying? They scratched that. Brian still, it's crazy, man. The black Escalade, because I didn't remember which truck it was. It was a black Escalade at the scene that left the scene, and he ran the plates, and it came back to Bad Boy Records. That SUV, the black Escalade, and Capricorn had testified that they got in a SUV. She sat in the back on the right side. Puff sat on the left side, and the bodyguard was driving. So that SUV came back to Bad Boy Records. Okay. Brian Still said you read your partner's reports, right? From 13 years ago? Yeah. Um, he said, do you know the definition of a kidnapping? Objection. Sustain. You said the incident happened around 8 a.m., not 6 a.m., right? Yes. This ain't that didn't fare well for the defense because that SUV at the scene was placed to Bad Boy Records. So that was crazy. That was all the way crazy right there. It was all the way crazy. Okay. Now, then it comes to Lance, what's his name? Jimenez. He investigates fires. He's averaging about 100 investigations a year on fires. He mentioned a Molotov cocktail with an Old English bottle. Old English 800 bottle, man, they used. Oh, somebody used. Okay, and it had a designer scarf attached to it. Okay, and there was female DNA on it. And then they went to the print card was destroyed in 2012. Who orders? Someone in the LAPD. And that's when there was a recess, a long sidebar, and things went crazy. Diddy lawyers said they implying that someone in this courtroom destroyed the fingerprint cards. Okay, and they said they was discussing remedies for this, so they pushed for a mistrial on that, but the judge didn't do that. He struck it. He admonished the jury about that. That was crazy. That's really what I got off of Lance Jimenez, the LAPD arson investigator. Lance Jimenez. That's what I got. It was an Old English bottle we know now. So we got the description of the bottle, the Molotov cocktail. It was an Old English bottle and a designer scarf was attached to it. And he said that, what about the gloves that was found? He said we didn't really investigate that because the owner of the car, those are his driving gloves. But he said, couldn't gloves have been used? He said, couldn't the bottle been hot? He said, no. The only heat was coming from that from the wick, the wick from that scarf. That was the only heat. So a person could use it with their bare hands to place in the car. That's what I got from it. That was crazy. And then it came up to Deontay Nash. He said he did not want to be here. He was subpoenaed. He did not want to be here. He's a celebrity stylist. In 2008 for Diddy and Cassie. He said, she said, what kind of names did he refer to Cassie as? He said, bitch, hoe, CC, baby girl, and slut. How did Cassie feel when he called her that? Sad. And he also made threats to beat her ass and send the tapes out. That's and then that was it right now for Deontay Nash. That he's still on the stand, but he said he witnessed Diddy making threats to her and all that type of stuff right there. And he referred to her as bitch, hoe, CC, baby girl, and slut. But he said he 100% didn't want to be there. He was subpoenaed to be here. He didn't want to be here testifying. Let me put these notes away, man. So like I said to you, man, they saying that the SUV, what I got out of this whole morning was like crazy. So the SUV, the plates were ran and it came back to Bad Boy, even though he didn't chase the SUV down or nothing like that, but it came back to Bad Boy. Okay. So that's lining up with Capricorn Clark testimony that she was there on the scene at Kid Cudi house when she said allegedly Diddy and then went inside his house. And then they said Kid Cudi pulled up and then the cops was nearby and they got up out of Dodge. But that cop ran the license plates though. He said they came back to Bad Boy, man. This is like a movie. And they said they also noted that he had another Porsche in the garage. So he had two Porsches. He had one in the garage. And they didn't put that on the report because that wasn't involved in the case. So the defense lawyers asked about that. How come that wasn't in the reports? He said nothing was wrong with that car. They only noted the car that got burned. And so like I said, the jury didn't unhear that when they talked about the prints being destroyed by somebody in the LAPD. They didn't unhear it, even though they were told that they can't refer to that, but they still can't unhear it. That's why the lawyers got pissed, because they can't unhear that. It's implying that, like, damn, somebody, why would they destroy them? The fingerprints, that's a part of the investigation. But man, oh man, the SUV plates connect to the scene. Yeah, that's not good for the defense, man. And that's what Capricorn said. She said she was at the scene in an SUV. She was sitting in the back right side. Puff was sitting on the left, allegedly. The security guard was driving. And they placed the SUV at the scene, but they don't place Puff there because, like I said, there's no video evidence of that, of him there, because the home surveillance system of Kid Cudi's at the time was not working. That's not good, man. What's going on, everybody? That's not good, man. And look, Mia didn't even testify yet. She ain't even testify yet. So it's gonna get all the way crazy this evening. It's gonna get all the way crazy. Because she ain't testified yet. She ain't testified yet, man. And no telling what she gonna say. No telling what, this don't look good, man. This don't look good. Hey, this is a whole mess. That's what this is, a whole mess. This whole case is a mess. It's a whole mess what's going on in and outside the courtroom. It's just a circus. I'm telling you it is. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to give my opinion, what everybody is thinking. We gonna talk about that just for the sake of conversation. I'm not an investigator, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a legal expert. I'm just sitting here just like y'all, talking. That's pretty much it. And like that. They got a whole mountain to climb, yo. I understand that the defense hasn't put on their case yet, so I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. But this thing don't look good, man. This don't look good, man. Mariano Rivera, he's still sitting in the bullpen. He's getting ready to get the call to warm up in a minute. He getting ready to get the call. He getting ready to get the call to start warming up. He started throwing the ball around a little bit. It's crazy. You say that every day. That's how we know Diddy is done. Well, he ain't all the way done yet. Because like I said, we have to say that the trial's not over yet. Okay? We'll start discussing whether he done or not when the jury get the case. Because we got to listen to closing statements because the government has to connect the dots. And they will have to connect those dots in the closing statements. We all know that. Because like I said, he's not placed at the scene, but a Bad Boy SUV has been placed at that scene. Okay? And it's tying up with what Capricorn was saying. So like I said, if the jury is more prone to believe Capricorn, you might as well call Mariano Rivera up now to start working out, getting ready to come in the game. Because we know Mariano Rivera is the closer. We know him as the closer. If you're a Yankee fan, you know Mariano is the closer. When he come in, it's a wrap. We're in the World Series. This is the World Series. You know when Mariano Rivera come up, it's damn near over. He hasn't trotted to the mound yet. CC Sabathia is still on the mound. And he's not allowing no more hits after the sixth. We're in the seventh now. He's still not allowing no hits. Okay? And we in game 6 of the World Series. This is the World Series, man. Yeah, Mia coming up next, man. Barbara. He coming up next, Barbara. She coming up next. She's coming up next, man. But she's not Mariano Rivera, though. It might be KK. If KK, I don't know if she's going to testify, but if she do, that's Mariano Rivera. I would have to say she's Mariano Rivera. Right now, there's still CC in the game. It's still CC Sabathia. Okay? Some people said Roger Clemens. Lord have mercy, Roger Clemens. Some people saying it's Roger Clemens in the game. If she come through, oh boy. You said, damn, you just said the 98 Yankees. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord, with Derek Jeter. Ooh, Lord. You know Derek Jeter's the all-time Yankee Clipper, man. You know what I'm saying? You think about all the great Yankees back in the day, man. Man, Lord have mercy. KK might be Babe Ruth, yo. She might be Babe Ruth, man. She might be the Babe, man, calling out a home run, calling it to left field, man. You say you can't stand the Yankees. Who's your team? YouTube Unfolded. You from the Tri-State, and they ain't your team. Who's your team? The Mets? Shit, if you want to say the Mets, Doc Gooden is on the mound. The doctor, Doc Gooden, if you want to go there. LA Soul, I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. The SUV was at the scene, bro. They came back to Bad Boy Records. Oh, the Mets? Okay, the doctor is on the mound. You know who the doctor is. He just left. He just left the inning, but guess who's up for the bat right now? Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry, man. Darryl Strawberry, man. Not Wally Backman. Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry, man. Oh, man. Guys, so that was a very important testimony there, because now we know that SUV was at the scene. Was Puff in the SUV? That's for up for debate. I cannot place him at the scene because, you know what I'm saying, just to be fair. But remember, when the jury go into that deliberation room, they don't leave their common sense at the door. They do not. Damn, you said the 86 Mets. Ooh, that was a great team right there, the 86 Mets. Mookie Wilson, Darryl Strawberry, Wally Backman, Howard Johnson, Gary Carter, rest in peace. Gary Carter, Sid Fernandez. Come on, man. Sid Fernandez, man. Sid Fernandez. Dwight Gooden. Oh, my God. The 86 Mets. That was a really good team. The 86 Mets. Lenny Dykstra. Hojo, Howard Johnson. You said the 95 Braves. Was that with John Rocker? Oh, Lord, you saying John Rocker is getting ready in the bullpen? John Rocker? Oh, come on, man. I remember John Rocker, man. You saying John Rocker is warming up? The closer? John Rocker. He gonna run. You know how John Rocker used to run to the mound out the bullpen? And you said John Rocker. He said John Rocker. David Justice, Mark Wohlers. Oh my God. Yeah, that's who's up next, man. How about them Astros back in the 80s, man? Lord have mercy. Yeah, this is getting all the way crazy, folks. They got their work cut out for them. You know, they got their work cut out for them. That's all I could say right there. Um, yeah, and you said Greg Maddux, and you mean Greg Maddux in his prime? Greg Maddux, man, Greg Maddux in his prime, yo, with the hat tilted. You know, he used to do it like CC Sabathia, had the hat tilted. Lord have mercy. There's some legendary people we talking about. Legendary. Shit, I'm gonna have to go with somebody that's a legend in two sports, man. I'm gonna have to go with Deion Sanders, man. When he played with the Yankees. Yes, Deion Sanders, man. When he had that in the park home run, man. Deion Sanders, man. They going for an in the park home run. The great Deion Sanders. New York Yankees. Drafted out of Florida State. Well, he was drafted out of high school, actually, to the Yankees. Man, crazy, man. This is real life. This is real life we talking about. Sorry about that. This is real life we talking about, man. So I know people like, man, Max trolling. No, I'm not. This thing is coming together. I told you they slow cooking it. This a slow cooker. They got the Gensu knives out, man. They got the samurai sword. They got the samurai out. These women are shoguns. They like, what's my name? Show enough. They Bruce Leroy, man. They Bruce Leroy. If you know who Bruce Leroy is, you know you know. They really Bruce. This is a slow cooker, man. That's what it is. They're gonna have to bring it all together. The jury is gonna have to bring all the evidence together in its totality to come up with a verdict. Guys, I'm gonna say this. If they come back with a quick verdict, less than 48 hours, like no more than 48 hours, it ain't looking good. A long verdict, he hoping that it's a long verdict. A long verdict means it could be a hang up. A quick verdict, ain't good. Not for this case. This case right here, it might have to be a long verdict. Excuse me, a long deliberation. That's what I meant. A quick deliberation, hey, judge, we got a verdict, that ain't good. This a slow pressure cooker, right? You said a long deliberation may be trouble for, that's what I'm saying. A long deliberation may be trouble because they might be hung up. You said Derek Jeter dated Mariah Carey back in the day. Imagine reading the transcript that's 60 days long. Nah, that's why I say a quick deliberation ain't good. Because you got to put everything in its totality together. You never leave your common sense outside the deliberation room. You got to put it all together. They painting a slow picture. They like, what's his name, painting in the Sistine Chapel upside down. This man painted that Sistine Chapel upside down, man. That's what they doing. They painting the Sistine Chapel upside down, perfecting it. Perfecting it upside down. This man did that on a scaffold on his back, upside down. That's something of legend. Upside down. These prosecutors ain't no joke. Yeah, this ain't, as time go on, I'm afraid to say it ain't gonna look good as time go on. Because they still got a long way to go. I know they said they're on track, but they got a long way to go. And Mia is up next. Deontay is on the stand now. Mia is up next. So don't let the distractions fool you. Just pay attention to what they're saying. Don't let the distractions fool you. We're the 13th jurors over here. We're acting like the 13th jurors. Don't let the distractions fool you, because they're just distractions. You know what I'm saying? You said Leonardo da Vinci. You said the top best witness was Capricorn Clark. Yeah, that's what people are saying. She had nothing to gain, 55K a year. She's unproblematic. 20 hours a day working. You know, this is what he should have did. I know hindsight is always 20/20, but if you got that kind of lifestyle, you need about 5 people on rotation. You need about 5 or 6 assistants with you on rotation, so people can have a break on rotation. You said he might most definitely got to take the stand. Probably. When he take the stand, oh man. When he take the stand, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Them prosecutors, he is subject to cross-examination. He gonna get the cross-examination of his life. You said most high-profile assistants make 6 figures or more. Yeah, because they're around the clock. So the money has to equal out. But they usually have more than one assistant, though. They have more than one. Because people got to take vacations. People get sick. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm a billionaire. I'll have at least 6 on rotation. Somebody said the plea might have been 15 years. I don't think the plea was 5. I don't think so. You ain't getting no 5 years in feds, man. Come on, man. I don't think so. I think it was about 15. At least. Maybe 10. Because 5, I would have taken that all day. Unfortunately, you don't want to take no time, to be honest with you. You don't. But you got to, like, do the math. You got to do the math on things. I'm just out here kicking it with y'all, man. It's a kind of a dreary day now. It's dreary out here, man. The devil is busy, yo. For sure. I got to stay prayed up. Somebody got at me early this morning, man. Early this morning, demanding some money. The sheriff is back in town now. The sheriff is back in town. I'm my mother's personal Secret Service agent. Personal. Yeah, this dude, man, it's crazy. I don't even think I can talk about it. It's crazy, man. The devil is busy. I'm just telling y'all that. Yeah, man, the devil is most certainly busy out here, man. The devil is most certainly busy. I know I gotta stay prayed up. You said how the case looking? The case is still going. You know, we have to, give the defense the benefit of the doubt that it's not over yet. So I can't say he's done. I can't say that because the defense, they gotta this who they gonna side with, the government or the defense. The defense haven't put their case on yet. I'm thinking they gotta bring some surprises. You know what I'm saying? Up to the because they have to call their witnesses as well, and we have to listen to it. So because you remember they told the jury, can you be fair and impartial? You gotta listen to the case all the way out before you make your judgment. So Avid Chatter said, in my opinion, he's cooked. Yeah, they call for a mistrial today. Alexandra Shapiro. They put it on the record. It's on the record. It's on the record. Um, yeah, man. We living in problematic times, man. You really got to stay prayed up out here. But you can't be passive at the same time. You got to know when to speak up for yourself out here. So, yeah, it's common for, they say, the request for a mistrial. I've seen it in almost every trial I followed. But they keep going. They keep going. They got to keep going until it's over. And if something happened where if he's found guilty on everything, then they got to go to the appeals. He has a right to appeal after a certain amount of days. He has a right to file for an appeal. Then he go through the appeals process like Cosby did. But Cosby's situation was a little different because he had an agreement and they reneged on the agreement and he got out. He got his case thrown out on appeal. He walked right out of that courtroom back to his mansion. Rest was history. They had Cosby in population though, but he's like an OG in there. I heard they took care of him. They definitely took care of him in there. But no, they coming after everybody, man. Like, you see what they did? They went after Madoff. They going after everybody. Nobody is. We're living in an age of everything is being revealed. We're in a time now where everything is coming to the surface, and things got to change. Hollywood ain't gonna never be the same after this. It's never gonna be the same. If anybody even remotely tries something like this, they're gonna be sitting up in the federal courtroom, not playing. They're not playing with nobody now. Everything is coming to the surface. Everything. Everything is now coming to the surface because we have to move on as a society. Cat Williams wasn't crazy. They might try to appeal on it, truth, if it goes that far to the appeals. If it goes that far. But right now he ain't there yet. He trying to win a full acquittal. They going for a full acquittal, meaning not guilty on everything. Yeah, he did advise the jury to disregard. He did. The judge is very thorough. He's one of the best judges I have ever seen so far. He's one of the best, man. He's one of the very best. He ain't no joke. He's one of the very best. He's one of the very best that I've witnessed so far. He's one of the very best that I witnessed so far, man. very thorough judge. That's all you can really want. Yeah, he's one of the very best. I mean, I knew he was going to be good. He was a clerk for the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. He was one of the youngest to be elected to the Southern District of New York. He was elected under the Biden administration. So that's when he got elected to be a judge in the Southern District of New York. You said if the defense doesn't cook when it's their turn, you said something isn't clean in the water. No, they will have to cook. And I'm going to be there. If they cook, I'm going to let you know they cooking. They cooking. Remember, you still got to give them a chance. They got Brian Steele. You know what I'm saying? They still got Brian Steele. But we'll see. I'm going to tell you all this. I witnessed a trial with Robert Dersh. You go back to the Robert Dersh trial out of California. He had some of the very best lawyers ever. That trial right there has some of the best lawyers. Even the judge was good in that case. Even the judge, yo. But the prosecutor, he was known as the cold case closer. He was, if you remember him, John Lewin, he was on the ASAP Rocky trial. He was one of the prosecutors on. I don't even know why he was on that trial. But as far as cold cases, he's the closer. Cold cases. He's a cold case prosecutor, John Lewin. He's a legend. John Lewin. I saw some good lawyering in that trial. And Robert Dersh still couldn't get off. He still couldn't get off. He hired the very best. He still couldn't get off. Remember, these guys got him off of a murder charge when he dismembered somebody. They still got him a not guilty verdict. Okay? That's how good they are. But this one, they when they got him, when John Lewin came up to the plate, he was found guilty on everything for the murder of Susan Berman. And his wife is to this day is still missing. They couldn't find her. And he allegedly did it. And Susan Berman she knew the T on that. That's why they said he deleted her. Yeah, they have Deontay Nash testifying, and he's there to answer whatever they want to say. He said, yeah, he referred to Cassie as this, and this. He used to threaten her, talking about he threatened her that he'll release the tapes. See, they going with it. It's a slow cooker because they got Deontay Nash to say that he threatened her, saying that he's going to release tapes. So he had that on her. That's a crime. That's blackmail. They got him, yo. They got Deontay Nash to say it. And he said he don't even want to be there. He's not suing nobody. He just don't want to be there. And he's saying that he allegedly threatened Cassie with those tapes. That ain't good, man. That's not good. This a slow cooker what they're doing. They are what you call dog walking him right now. They're dog walking him. They're walking his dogs. That's what they're doing. They're literally walking his dogs, man, to the finish line. This is a marathon. This is not a race. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And they sitting up here dog walking. Yeah, these are my experiences. And just stuff that I have experienced outside of the courtroom. It's all what I thought it was going to be, a circus. It's all what I thought it was going to be, man. It really is. And more. Yeah, he is sober going through this. It's like his past life is right here in front of his eyes.
It was a big issue because the Prime Minister leaked out against it and it was a big issue and said, this
He said this is Jamaica country. Yeah, man. They're literally dog walking him right now, and it's a slow cooker, man. It's really something to see how the lawyers go about their business. It's really something to see, guys. It really is. It's something to see. They're being very methodical, Medea. This is some of the best work I have ever seen. Man, Comey, his daughter, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And the other one, attorney, what's her name? I forget her name. Lord have mercy. They are walking him to the finish line. They're dog walking. This is some of the best stuff I have seen in a long time. They're very calm too. Just like they're just asking questions. That's it. Trying to get to the finish line. You said Stevie J just quiet because he probably participated. I don't know. They still said it's an active investigation. I know somebody's trial was put on hold. I'm sitting out here chilling, YouTube Unfolded. I'm sitting out here chilling for a minute because I got some other stuff going on. I'm going through a Job season, but the Lord has prepared me, and I'm very calm. The Lord has prepared me. When I got here, some things was revealed to me, and I should have been here sooner, but I'm here now. You said via TMZ, Cassie gives birth. Shout out to Cassie. She welcomes her third child, which is a son. Congratulations to Cassie. She welcomes her third child in, a son. She got a son now. And sons protect their mothers. Just know that, because I'm doing that now. So just know that sons are here to protect their mothers, for sure. She might not like how I'm going about doing it, but sons do protect their mothers. Yeah, they got her on the stand just in time. Just in time, they got her off. Somebody told me God is in the courtroom. Somebody said it. God was watching over her in the courtroom, made sure she was preserved, made sure she was calm. Yeah, that's Leo. Leo protection is in the state now. The reinforcements is back. No, she had no reason to be scared. She wasn't either. Very calm. She was. That's what I noted in my notes, because I have a lot of other notes of what I'm witnessing throughout this trial. She was very calm. Extremely. Very calm. Her voice didn't rattle. She answered the questions. She wasn't scared. Um, she just did what she had to do. Just like the great Deontay Nash. You heard me? The great Deontay. He said, yeah, he threatened her. You know what I'm saying? About releasing them tapes. Oh, Lord. He said, that was me in them pictures. I look good in them pictures. Something he said. The great Deontay Nash. The great Deontay Nash is on the stand. He said, yeah, I look cute in them pictures. Something he said. I don't know if I consider writing a book right now because I'm going through it. But this is definitely going to be a case that's going to be talked about for years, for sure. Man, how about Big Gene, man? Did y'all hear about Big Gene? He said, he said, you run up with me one more time, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. He said, you run up on me one more time. He said, I'm going to knock you the fuck. That's Generation X. See, these millennials and these Gen Zers, they don't know about Gen X. They don't know about Gen X, man. Gen X is something different. We something different, yo. We survived a lot. We survived the stock market crash. We survived the Reagan administration. We survived the crack era. Yeah, it's something about Generation X, man. We're not afraid of nothing. Generation X. He said, you run up on me again, I'm going to knock you the F out. And he walked off. Oh, he looked like he got a punch left in him. He don't move slow. It's just that he got a long stride. Gene has a long stride. He's not slow. He has a long stride. Yeah, Gen X is nothing to play with. Because I'm like that too. You can look and talk, but you better not touch. Because you touch, that's a different story. Nah, you said we drink water from hoses out the park. If we drink water from hoses out the park, which we did, and drink that park water from the fire hydrant. I mean, from the thing, the water fountain. And we played outside. We really outside. We played outside and everything else. Yeah, we don't play. There's different levels to Gen X though. Gene is the big brothers to Gen X. They're the big brothers. Them the ones that we used to try to be around. They used to beat us up. And we drank them quarter waters. Yes, we did. Them quarter waters and ate jingles. Them jingle candies and now laters. Jingles and now laters and quarter waters and still survived it. Shit, we the generation where we remember gas was $1.25. Hell, I remember when gas was $1. I remember it was 75 cents at Hess gas station. Yeah, we survived a lot. You said Richmond lost their water again. Oh Lord, they going through another water crisis. I'm not there right now. They going through another water crisis. So that means the water, man, is scarce there. Yeah, we racing BMX bikes. You know what I'm saying? We remember Tony Hawk on the come up. If anybody remember that. We remember when he was just doing it for the love of it. Shit, we remember going to we remember going to the food store Monopoly money, if you know what I'm talking about. That book of Monopoly money. We remember that. We remember government cheese lines. They made the best grilled cheese and macaroni and cheese, but however, don't eat too much of it to back you up. But that's what he was up against when Gene was saying that to him. Shout out to Big Gene. But you know, I understand people trying to get their content. It's all good. Some content I don't agree with, but it's still, you know, they doing what they gotta do, I guess. Yeah, I didn't like that Tang though. That I didn't like. You said, how about those food stamp coins? That I don't remember. I remember the Monopoly money. I remember people selling their books, you know what I'm saying, for a certain amount of money. You buy the books off people. Now people let you use their card. Yeah, he said he's used to the trash talkers. They said the tank. I didn't drink that. The tank with a little red. I drank that red Kool-Aid. Sometimes you mix the Kool-Aid up, and you got to put the right amount of sugar in it. Cause you know why? You know why, right? Cause you know how your mother used to say, "Don't drink too much of that, cause you'll get the sugar." Come on, man. Who know what the sugar is, man? We didn't say diabetes. We said the sugar. You know your Uncle Leroy can't drink that because he got sugar. He got sugar. You can't drink that. His legs gonna fall off. Don't let him drink that because he got sugar. He got sugar. Your uncle got the sugar. Your uncle got the sugar. He got sugar. Yeah, but you have to be careful with it. You have to make my ex, yo, she used to make the Kool-Aid the right way. But you gotta, I drank mine cold. You had to drink it cold. See, a secret to it was you making it with hot water. So you won't have to put too much sugar. It's a way, it was a science to it. If not, you get that sugar. A lot of people got sugar because of that, man. You got that sugar. Yeah, back in the day, McDonald's didn't have them preservatives in it. It tastes different now. I don't know, man. I can't eat it. Yeah, they started already, but I'm sitting out here chilling. I'm sitting out here chilling, man. About to go in because it's drizzling. You said, how about them rice and beans? You got rice and beans and chicken. You could stretch it. You could stretch that a whole week. Your mother knew how to stretch food. You could stretch that a whole week. What you know about the hamburgers on the Wonder Bread, yo? You ever had a hamburger on Wonder Bread with some cheese? But then what my mother used to do, she used to put the she make the bread hard on the pan. Man, that was a good hamburger, man. But I never liked Tang though. I never liked it. That orange Tang, I never liked it. Yo, what about yo? Umar just brought out something that he said the leftover food from jail they bring it to the schools. I didn't know that. He uncovered something. I never knew that. It makes sense though. But I know that, yeah, the soggy bread in the middle. It gets soggy in the middle. That's why my mother used to she used to toast the bread because it used to get soggy. It still used to get soggy in the middle though. He said to this day, give me a burger on a bun. You never had the burger on the Wonder Bread? You know I didn't like bologna either. I used to call it bologna back in the day when I was a kid, because we came from the time, we came from the era we had to sound out words. I said bologna. My mother said, "Boy, it's bologna." I said, it looked like bologna, and I used to call it filet mignon instead of saying filet mignon. It's filet mignon, man. Filet mignon. No, it's filet mignon. Filet mignon, man. Not filet mignon. And what was the other one? It was another word I used to mess up. Filet mignon, bologna. There was another one. Oh, what is it? It's there's another one I used to mess up. Yeah, salmon. I used to call it salmon, man. Oh, yeah, that's it. Not salmon, salmon, man. Give me some of that salmon. My mother said, boy, you better pronounce it right because people going to think I'm not educating you. It's salmon. I said it's salmon. Like Salman Rushdie. It's salmon, man. It's salmon. They like, no, it's not. It's salmon. Some people still say that to this day. Some people still say salmon. I'm about to eat some salmon and some crackers. Give me some salmon patties. No, it's salmon. I don't like making them salmon patties because it stink up the house. And it's hard to get that smell out. I don't cook it no more. I know how to cook it, but I don't do it. You cannot get that fish smell out the house. You gotta burn something to get it out. You gotta open up the windows and light a bunch of incense and wash your clothes. It's crazy. The salmon. Yo, let me get some salmon. I still hear people saying that. And what's the other one? Chicago, Illinois. They say Illinois. People still say Illinois. Chicago, Illinois, with an S. That's how you know you flunked school, man. You better say Illinois. Some people couldn't pronounce the fighting Illini. They like, fuck it, just the fighting. They couldn't even pronounce it. You had to boil the cinnamon sticks and cloves to get that fish. It's crazy that fish stay in there. It be all in your clothes. But anyway, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I'll catch y'all this evening. Because I got to, the great Deontay Nash is on the stand. The great Deontay Nash. He said, yeah, he threatened her. Called all type of bitches and whores. Lord have mercy. And threatened her. And threatened her with the video. The great Deontay Nash, folks. The stylist. He said he even helped to pick out some music. He said he should have worked. Let me get out of here, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.